What's up, y'all? Sunday, July 9th, something like that. But who really cares what day it is? A Monday or a Sunday? Don't fucking matter, man. What time it is, day or night? Don't fucking matter, man. What year it is? Don't fucking matter, man. So I feel like that statement alone sometimes is silly. It could be people back in the day with higher conscience than some dumb, stupid people that are walking around today. So what does it mean that it's 2017, man? It's all irrelevant. So I've been saying some shit already, and I was happy and cool all day, but we get some interactions with my girlfriend, and it really just seems to throw off my balance, man. And while I can say on camera, even to y'all, like, I love her, we put in a lot of time together, I can't stand how it fucks up my momentum. I feel like it's like, you could fucking hit me in the face and I would probably care less, because I've dealt with more physical pain. I need help with my new business, Patrick Murray Worldwide Communications. Big shout out to the new young company, up and coming. Chugga, 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 you know what I mean? True, true. Pumping and moving on up. Feel the fucking momentum build. But I need help with that shit still. I know I got good content for life to share, but I need more of the venue to outlet on. So I'm even debating. I might put this shit live on YouTube when it's done made. Like, not even rewatch it or nothing. Because I have a lot of videos like that, but I feel like I'm not embarrassed by anything, but just to make sure it's not too boring for the viewers, you know, I feel like if I knew it was going to be on YouTube, I would try to streamline my message a little bit, because I know I could talk for fucking, you know, half hour easy. I bet you other people can only sustain like a fucking minute or like two. Some people like 5 or 7, like 10 or 15. There's like different ranges how long people can watch, but most people I feel are like 1-2 minutes or under 5, you know? So you gotta come correct and come live. So knowing that I was thinking about putting this on YouTube, I hope that the content comes out good. Like, so technically it's kind of like a freestyle, but with speech instead of music. And I could do a little freestyle with music, but at a different time and in a different rhyme. For my freestyle speech, it's like, I've never practiced what I'm about to say, but still I feel like when you really connect with your thoughts and put the proper words together, you can minimize like stutters or awkward time. Damn, like having that time where nothing's being said and it just feels kind of awkward, like what do they call that? Awkward silence or something like that. Whatever, you know, or even trying to describe something but not doing it so effectively. We want to minimize that. We want to say things with clarity, accuracy, honesty. So, you know, that's what it is, like, I'm gonna be talking about. And I'm saying, like, how that shit, it fucks me up with my girlfriend. Like, it's nice that she wants to help, but then in the end she doesn't help, she takes away. And then I either have to absorb that and be more patient and still produce what I need to, or say, look, I can't handle any further distractions. Like, I already deal, I feel like, with a lot of bullshit between my family, my current business, Patrick Murray Flooring, like, sometimes between customers and, like, my dad, warehouse orders. There's already a lot of shit to monitor. And really, I wish, man, I wish. R. Kelly Jr. I wish I had sufficient income for a year to transition into my new company, so I could put my best energy, like 40 plus hours a week, into Patrick Murray Worldwide Communications instead of, like, I created my own company, Patrick Murray Flooring, and I have to make that transition on my own. And if I had the choice, man, I'd be done with that shit yesterday. It's not that I'm too lazy or too good for flooring. I just know that I have a much bigger purpose in life and the impact that I'm able to make. And even how that makes me feel happier, more fulfilled in life, with a life for me that has meaning, and the joy and happiness of connecting with others and helping others. So, and I'm gonna even straight up say it, because this is what we're really gonna get into for this discussion, is talking about some family shit. It's like I feel like, for a year, just don't want to be around my family or my dad. I love my dad. I wish him well. But it's like, it's like, yeah, he's going to die regardless. It's like how well you take care of your health that you could stay alive longer, and while you're along, live a better life as well. The quality of your life and the quantity. But I feel like for him, it's like, in this thing, and I feel like a kind of like diminishing returns, like the point of no return. And what else would the fuck it be? The point of no return. We're still late in the game, but able to make a change. I feel like that would be the other option. I prefer late in the game, still able to make a positive change. Because sometimes it's like, this job for my neighbors took longer than it should have. And man, there's sometimes my dad can be a little like, what do you call it, like old and grumpy. And he cannot communicate with others so well. So one of my friends, Sage, was helping me, and sometimes he can bark at Sage, and I don't feel like the reasoning or logic is justified. And so, while we want Sage to produce more at times, like I realize, at the end of the day, we're all trying to own our own home, and vehicles, and have vacation, health insurance, good food and water, and animals. And if you can't have a couple of friends or family members that are good around you, cool. But even if it's just your motherfucking self, or yourself and your woman and your animals until you have kids, like, even if it's just that, but like everything's all cool, then appreciate that, man, and rock with it. So it's like, I wish that from my friend Sage and everyone. I wish them to be owning things and living a better life by doing work that reflects their best skill sets and what their alignment is, what they want to do, what they believe they should do, not what their parents think they should do, or their siblings or relatives or society thinks they should do. Because a lot of times those are two different things, two big different things. Could be a lot of times two opposite things. So, like, that's the conflict I've been going through, where I want projects to get done so customers can be happy for an affordable rate and always quality work. They should always feel like the quality we provided was greater than the rate they were charged. And when I'm there, I see like ways, like today, my dad, I had to call him out on two different things. Well, one of them I know is the last piece against the wall and didn't have a little tongue on it, so we had to recut it. It's like, come on, bro, you marked that shit at a snail's pace. And then I'm paying you to mark the fucking laminate, paying another guy because you didn't want to get up and cut it too. You gave it to Surreal to cut. Then I'm the fucking owner and the third guy gets handed to. And I see it, like, I put it in for some reason, like, I didn't even see it didn't have a tongue. I'm like, oh shit, man, shit has to be remade. Not the biggest deal, but it's like, come on, man, I was already like pumping most of the job this morning, so I try to pump up and produce more, so he has like one simple task to focus on at a time. That way it's easier on his mind, his body, and still productive, still feeling part of the team. And when you're still making a mistake at that point, it's just like, yeah, like, dude, why the fuck am I giving you guys work, running these projects, like the main guy with the license, still producing the most, having to smooth over customers, all that. When it's like, I really want to be with my microphone or like making videos and talking logic, man, so we can all live better. In that sense, like, while I can say I help my dad as much as I can, it's like sometimes, dude, I'm fucking tired of his actions. I'm tired of being around him. It just seems like a lot of his words, these one-liners, or these little fucking jokes. It's like, I am not that person. I don't want to be that fucking person. You could be fucking you can be fucking funny and a comedian in more ways than just having one-liners. It's like in time, it's like the smarter you are, like these little simple jokes, it's like you can tell they're not even fucking trying, dude. It's like, I feel like it's just another fucking distraction. So much I have helped you on with your patent and your roller, and you need further additional help. And now, like, I swear it comes to the point where it's like, I've never depended one fucking penny on this for my success in my career. I know it's a potential, but it's like, I'm putting in the fucking time for it. I'd rather in time market my own shit right here, right now, and just stick with that. And he's like, oh, I'm ready with my patent. And it's like, yo, I don't got time for that, man. I'm busy with my company every single day. I feel like for the first year or two, it might be a 7-day-a-week thing. And that's okay. Because after that shit is up and running and successful, I've done what I need to do. And that's what I'm saying, from like fucking girlfriends who can't fucking hang. My dad, I'm tired of fucking taking care of. Like, even my girlfriend, I'm tired. I feel like in time it's like too much of me taking care of her versus we're in a relationship together and we take care of each other like near equally. It doesn't have to be exactly equal, but I feel like I'm putting in way too much fucking effort for this. And then the return, I don't have time or fucking energy for my new company so I can live better. I'm college educated, state certified, private research. I've been through fucking a little bit of heaven, I guess, in my childhood, but also enough hell. Shit's fucked up, man. And I see a lot of other families still struggling with certain inferior actions and like the inability to accurately communicate what happens in a household. Like abuse, molestation, rape. I mean, abuse could be sexual, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. And a lot of times, like, what I can straight up say is when kids don't get proper help in their childhood and they still grow up to be adults, like have kids or have nephews, they could be the same motherfuckers, like, possibly, like, if they didn't have kids, they might molest, like, their fucking nephew or niece. Fucking, if they have kids, no one knows what they do to them either, or, like, still, like, a lot of verbal or mental or emotional abuse. And because they didn't get help when they were kids, you see a bad cycle repeat. And so many lives are limited or less lived because of not developing skill sets needed to be successful in life. So that's the type of content and information I like to discuss and I like to study, is any which way you can live a better lifestyle, and naturally. So in time, it gets really frustrating when I talk to Sage and he agrees about my dad, sometimes barking, and he tries to be patient with it. But then I kind of want to call my dad out. It's like, dude, why you being such a bitch right now, man? Why you, like, yelling like that? Nigga, you get your ass, Gene, you get your ass picked up, dropped off, and a lot of times you don't have to be the main person on a job. You want to go work for Frito and be the main person that way? Like, good fucking job. You want to work for Larry and be the main person on the job? Good fucking job. Good fucking luck. My contracts are fucking way more profitable with much more respectable and nicer people. I give you a great fucking position. And it just seems like, in a way, even though I've tried my best, I still have been a fool to a degree to still try to help them. I just don't know why I don't understand that. Like, for some reason, I feel like I'm so afraid if I don't help my dad that it's like, in a way, I feel like from helping him with income, like, and that includes getting a ride, like I try to listen to some old school jams he might like, and give him love, man, take care of him. You know, obviously that will keep someone alive longer. And even for him to see his son having a thriving business and working together. But at the end of it, like, I'm sorry, I feel like if I don't work with him at all for a year or two, you know, because he's not as close to Ian, he's not close to Casey, not close to Josh, he's not close to Heidi. So he's not close to 3 out of his 5 kids. Ian, he's not that close with. He's closest with me, and, like, I want to fucking leave. So it's like I've tried to get him in a way to either get help through, like, Alcohol Anonymous meetings or, even fucking Narcotics Anonymous meetings, Cigarettes Anonymous meetings, anything else, Bullshit Anonymous meetings. Hey, you say too much bullshit on any given day, a fucking, like, indicator light goes off. You've been fucking up too much today, bro. It's like you drank too much, you smoked too much cigarettes, you fucking too many pills or drugs. Shit ain't healthy. Don't do too much bullshit on any given day in life. You think I'm fucking playing? And sometimes when I hear the way he talks, I'm like, yo, man, the way you talking like that before noon, you're going to have that fucking indicator light go off. Why you going to do that? To yourself. And then you want to do it to yourself? Like, I love you, that I'm going to try to help you not do that to yourself. But if you want to do it to yourself, at the end of the day, if you don't want to change, then I can't make you change, and you're going to do that to yourself, then that's okay. But don't fucking do it to me. I don't want you around me then, man. I don't want to be around anybody like that, male or female. Even an animal, man, or a plant. Like if a plant suddenly was trying to talk shit. Or animals got this stank attitude. Anybody got time for that? Who would want time for that? Even if it's like, dude, I got a lot of time. Who would want time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that, want time for that. People do have time to make positive changes in their life. People should want to make positive changes in their life. And so for real, man, I feel like if I were to not be helping my dad, he complains so much rather than getting help from, like, meetings or counselors. And he's a VA member, so I'm sure he'd get some free counseling or very low, like, affordable rates or low cost rates for counseling. He'll complain almost every fucking day about Stevie and Marie. And that's just something that I choose not to deal with as I progress forward in life. Especially as I'm like, man, you want to complain about people drinking while you're drinking. And seriously, I got paid from the customers. So I know my thoughts are a little spacey. But I'm trying to give you the best accurate story and in the best, like, order of operation as well. So please bear with me. I got paid from the customers, and we ended up talking for like an hour or more. A little bit about, like, life, the projects, some motivational speaking, some of Indra's family, like, issues on occasion. And on one positive note from her family, I would say that she does have a grandniece coming to visit soon. And I think it's really cool that, though her sister has passed away, I want to say a few years ago, and then her sister's daughter, I guess she kind of got spoiled growing up and never really learned skill sets. And then she also married a husband who was kind of a loser, as she states. And now they had to move back in with Indra's sister, which was her mom before she passed. And now that she's passed, she's more likely going to get the house. She lives there now, and even when her dad passed, she'll get the house. And she's never really made anything of herself in life. And that's what Indra and her sister, you know, remembers, like, telling her even when she graduated at 18. She flew out there to see her graduate and gave her some good advice. It's like, look, we don't care what you do. Whether you, like, not everyone is meant to have a 4-year degree. Well, that's not the path that's best for them in life, like trade school or maybe just a job right now. But whatever you do, always give your best effort and make something of yourself in life. And so now that it's come to, like, she's like 35 and hasn't really made much of herself. She had a job for a little bit. I think she went through, like, I think it was some airlines, Southwest or Delta Airlines or something. And then she tried that for a little bit and isn't doing that anymore. And then she said she doesn't really want to work at all. It's like, oh my goodness, people who are afraid to work, I never understand that. I'm always wanting to work. I just want to work for the smartest and best causes. I don't want to fucking waste my time anymore, man. Not an hour, like not a day, hour, minute, or second. I want to maximize every opportunity I can. And the more I take a step back from my own life or make these videos and I look at what is distracting me in my daily operations, it would be my dad. It would be my girlfriend at times. And so it's like, what do you do? You, Patrick Murray, what do you do? Do you keep, like, trucking through and giving your best effort, like you got this extra weight on your back and it's taking longer but you still will make it? Or do you say, look, I've had enough. I'm going to take care of myself because I know as I take care of myself and I'm better founded, I'm better able to take care of others or help others. But right now, like, really, I don't want to. I'm getting more and more tired of this fucking work. And even the lack of having, like, my dad be more responsible. Because even after I got paid, part of that talk with Indra and Pastor Family, I want to say for her grandniece coming out, I think it's really cool that Indra is helping her grandniece, like, have a cool summer, and even said she will help her where she can for, like, college to become a vet, or just in what way she can to be living a better life. I think that's really cool, and, like, caring and devoting of Indra towards her grandniece. And James, too, he seems real cool about helping out where he can, like being a supportive team. So part of what we also talked about was, like, Indra opened up and she's like, I know it's not my place or my business, but, like, I feel like I can talk to you as a friend and, like, be honest. And I'm like, you sure can. Like, don't be afraid to say information that may seem controversial, because I'm a very open-minded person, as well as usually what some people may seem as controversial, I think it's just natural information and natural details from life that occurs on a daily basis. And if you simply have the confidence to communicate what occurred. I don't understand why, like, that shit has to always be deemed so controversial. But she told me, like, she really didn't like the way my dad interacted with Sage. Like, the way, I guess, things were taking too long. And again, rather than my dad maybe try to, like, motivate him, say, hey, guys, like, we got to get moving. Let's see if we can pick up the pieces a little bit. Or say, like, hey, can I help you in any way? Like, can I help you get these first few rows started? Because I know that the beginning is usually tougher, but once we get some rows established, we could move a little quicker. But when he just kind of, like, Andrew said, like, he just dropped his stuff, then took the stuff away from Sage and finished it. And it's like, dude, that whole type of energy fucked over the whole job site for the day. And I was home trying to rest, either, like, because I have to get wisdom teeth pulled out, or because I'm still taking other phone calls in business. And that pisses me off. It's like, you know what, Gene, already as a fucking father, you're not there for any of your 5 kids. Like I said, you're not even close to fucking 3 of your 5 kids, let alone even for the 2 you're close to. You don't have the fucking balls or courage or confidence or intellect to not grab us together, like, to communicate and get us together in a safe location and environment where we can discuss what the fuck's going on with this, you know, Riffle, Murray, Hutchinson, what the fuck ever family. So you fucked up as a father there. You fucked up when you were younger, doing too many drugs and shit. Like, how many times and chapters in your life are you going to be negligent? And so now you're fucking up, like, you know, the environment for Sage or Surreal or Indra or James if they're there. And then kind of, like, even going over to Indra and whispering in your ear, oh, I'm sorry about that, like, but, you know, my son's paying great money for this labor. And it's like, yeah, but did I tell you to act like an asshole because you see a small problem? Why do you think it's a big problem? Because you're still fucking drinking most nights? Like, I'm fucking sick and tired of you, man. I don't know why I'm so unconditionally loving. That's where it's like, seriously, dude, I gotta die someday, and I know you do too. Whenever you fucking die based off the way you live right now, Gene, then that's your fucking consequence. I really do hope this patent works out for you. And you get some money, be wise how you spend that money, taking care of your teeth, your nutrition. Go see a counselor, too. Shit, if you want to call me, I'd be one of the best counselors I think you could talk to. Because I know a lot of the shit we've been through. But if you want a fucking non-biased, you know, other counselor, yeah, I think that's also a good recommendation as well. So, I don't think that's an effective approach to just, like, being an asshole based off what you saw and then go whisper in the customer's ear. At no point have I whispered in Indra's ear. I will say on camera, it seems like there was some challenges at first with Indra. Sometimes she could be around more often, and it makes it harder to get work done if you're talking with the customer and working, or if there's like not so much space in the tight hallway or something. But in the overall, if I had to say, hey, this job may take a little bit longer, a day, day and a half longer, but I know these are good people. And that's really where we have to see the value, is in the people themselves. I have to say a combination of profit and the value of the people. The value of the profit, value of the profit, the value of the people. Sorry for the third time it took me to say that. And if I make a little bit less on this, but in the overall, they're happy and they feel like they're living better. And they are. They love the paint job. They love the laminate floors, the baseboards. And Indra made a really great meal, like straight up, I gotta say everything. So it was a lot. I felt, man, I was so thankful to see all that. I was like, man, I haven't seen so much food. It's like a mini buffet, and this is for one meal. Like, look at me, I usually can't eat that much, you know? So I ate as much as I could there, and then I was like, please, can I take a plate home? They're like, yeah, you know? Because we made all this extra food, they thought we would eat a lot more, but also with the heat, you don't feel like eating meat so much. So, you know what, little bit of like the ribs we had were like simply amazing, you know? They were bomb. And Surreal was like, man, you know, this is better than Del Mar. I was like, oh, snaps. It's like, yeah, this was at Del Mar, man. I can see people like, you know, some people eating some. They're like, dude, those look fucking dang. And like, the people eating them are also like, man, these are so good. Someone's talking about like, fuck, those do look good. Where'd you get those at? And you're like, oh, go down to like Indra and James at the Del Mar Fair. So they made the ribs, baked beans, corn on the cob, potato salad, and the Hawaiian rolls, and then cookies for dessert. But like, dude, I can't eat dessert and dinner at the same time. So I had one rib, a small one, corn on the cob, love it, some beans, a little bit of potato salad the second round, and like one Hawaiian roll with the second rib, and I took the rib meat off and then put it in the Hawaiian roll. That stuff was bomb, man. And so it's like, that's my thing, when she gave such like genuine effort and energy and love in making that food for us, that meant a lot. You know, that has value. How much could you say that meal was? Like, I don't know, like $50, $75. And also, like, I know she's been, to me, like a valuable help in talking. Like, her and James seem to be like smart people and kind people, and they can help me like with understanding things in life, and also being friends. And she like lent me a book that I can read. We'll see if we can capture this right. Yes, I see that girl's face like right here. Whoops. But and then she has like a bunch of Joel Osteen books that she says she really likes him, and he does a great job motivating her and, you know, pumping up the lifestyle for the better. So, and I've seen a couple of his shows on TV, and I think he also does a really great job. Like, he makes it look so easy is the way I can describe it. Takes such great information and makes it easy to understand to the audience, and looks very good during his presentation. So, I was like, cool, you know, I feel like I do need to read some more. I have a couple of new books, but I wouldn't mind trying 1 or 2 books by him after I get done with this one. And then she says that her and James have also done like some charity events in the past for like sometimes women who were abused or battered and the children there. Like sometimes even making some food for some homeless people, like putting them in some bags and handing them out to people. And I feel like even in the way she's helping her grandniece, she's a lot more involved than she has to be. She chooses to be, and that's what makes it really cool. So, with more of the charity events, and then even like in past work that she's done for her career, her and James say they know a couple people that they can contact to see if there's any speaking events or type of seminars, training events, whatever. Anything that would be an assistance, like tool sets, resources, skills that I can learn, or people I can meet to further help progress me along in my career. So knowing all that, it's like, you know, I put my dad in there because I do trust him. And again, I think it's like a part of loyalty blindness where he'll tell me, you know, one thing. He's like, oh, we're kicking ass doing this and that. Those are those one-liners that I don't think are so real. Because every time I've seen him there, like literally I'm like, dude, why the fuck is he moving so slow? It was my honest opinion inside. And every time he'll be like, oh, fuck, you guys are moving. And it's like, once again, you're a commentator for us. Now I see where Sage gets that sometimes. Probably fucking watched your ass do it. Now he wants to be a younger version of that, and I don't want that. It's like, if anything, it may seem cocky, but it's like, only if you're the one kicking ass, you should be the one to say I'm kicking ass. But you see, I am the one kicking ass, and I still don't say it because I already know it. And I also don't want to interrupt the music, because that's what allows me to kick ass. You know what I'm saying? We had some dope ass jams going on today. And I know like 2 of them is kind of like, I just got like some, like these 2 songs in my mind, like the Macarena. That's a jam. And then we proceeded that with Mambo number 5. That's a jam. So it's like you hear that good music, man, meditating, eating good. It's like, this is why it happens the way it happens. Of course you're going to make some good laminate floors or painting or baseboards or whatever work you're doing. You listen to some good jams so you hear those instruments. And it's like, it's all natural, man. That's the way it works. That's why if you study it and do it more, you're like, well, I want to do this more. Yeah. You should want to do good stuff more. So it's like, I want to do more good stuff, and I'm doing more good stuff. But then when I'm around my dad, again, like, rather than just focus on the good stuff and the rate that I move at, I think it's much quicker. Then once again, kind of like my girlfriend sometimes, then my dad pulls me back and slows down and fucks up my momentum. Yet he's saying, oh, you're kicking ass. It's like, well, nigga, I never had to say that shit. I knew I was kicking ass. But now you say that shit, and I don't even like hearing your voice and like that type of... I feel like you're trying to throw a one-liner, and like that's how you're helpful for the day, like trying to pump me up. Fool, I don't even